Chair of the ConnectGens Fellowship, along with Nate Bortnick and Eva Davis, and I am honored to be here tonight to introduce this year's remarkable cohort. The fellowship, powered by Present Tense, helps innovators and entrepreneurs develop ideas of social innovation and put them into action. Together with the help from our community and supporters, we hand-selected 10 individuals from a strong pool of applicants to make up this year's fellowship class. In a moment, we'll hear just a soundbite of months and months of hard work, passion, and dedication. Over the past year, these fellows have worked with personalized coaches and mentors, attended hours of business workshops, and carefully developed their ventures. Tonight, we are presented not just with 10 great ideas, but now 10 dedicated business leaders with ideas put into action that will make an impact on our Jewish community locally and globally. You can learn more about the program and the fellows in your launch books, which are handed out this evening. At the conclusion of tonight's meeting, the ConnectGens Innovation Expo has been organized out in the atrium so that you can further showcase the ventures. As you walk around, please feel free to engage with the fellows, learn more about their ventures, and ask them questions, challenge them, and consider how you may be able to support one or more. You may leave a card or jot down your information on one of the green forms that were provided. Like these. And finally, once the pitches begin, please hold your applause to the end of the presentation. And now, please welcome the 2013 ConnectGens Fellows.
When I graduated high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't want to travel to Israel, but there were no Jewish gap year programs in the US for me to participate in before college. I want to make sure that this generation of high school graduates has the opportunity to connect to their Jewish identity at home. Shanna is a DC-based community service gap year. Participants will live, learn, and serve in the nation's capital and head off to college much better prepared to figure out what it is they want to do with their lives. My name is Rafi Glazer, and together we can make a year of service in the U.S. with Shanna the cornerstone for a lifetime of Jewish identity. Thank you.
Where do we go to connect to other Jews? How do we distinguish our everyday travels and experiences from those that shape our Jewish identity? WanderJew.org takes Jewish geography to a whole new level by providing a platform for you to share your Jewish story with the world. Sync WanderJew with your Facebook account to share photos of your birthright trip and pinpoint your favorite Jewish deli in the community. Where will you travel next? Find out more at WanderJew.org.
Mom and Dad's Garage, Syracuse University Athletics, the Washington Redskins. During my time working with each of these places, I personally threw away multiple boxes of sports equipment. And did you know that kids who participate in athletics are 60% less likely to drop out of school? As a result of being raised with the Jewish value of Tikkun Olam, I founded my organization, Leveling the Playing Field, to locate sources of used and excess sports equipment to put in the hands of underprivileged children across the country. Please come talk to me so that we can help equip these kids for success. Thank you very much.
Recently, the president of Intel Israel worried aloud about the future of Israel, the startup nation. Children in Israel need the same education that the founders of Google, Amazon, and Wikipedia had. They all attended Montessori schools. Strength is not just a function of intellect, but also of behavior. My name is Ayelet Lektash. I'm an Israeli born and raised. I founded the only internationally accredited Hebrew and English speaking Montessori school here in Bethesda. IMA intends to create a teacher training program in Israel to bring those teachers as interns to work in our school, strengthen the Israel community, and here outside of Israel. I welcome you to join our team.
Hello. Do you want to come over to my place for Shabbat Luncheon on Saturday? I'm Julie Lundy, and my Jewish adult journey was sparked by a weekly routine of Israeli salad. This salad became a gateway to deepen my exploration into Judaism and my love of hosting friends, family, and strangers for Shabbat. My program hosted will provide hands-on tools to empower participants to express their own flavor of Judaism, cultivate their community, and create a Jewish space in their homes. As it is said, it was not the Jewish people that kept Shabbat, but Shabbat that kept the Jewish people. So come, let me host you at my table tonight so you can learn how to host it at your place next week.
Okay, so a priest and a mom and a rabbi walk into the bar. I'll let you finish that in your heads, but imagine at the same time that actually happening. These kind of interfaith interactions occur so infrequently that we're literally joking about them. But it's joking and comedy that allow us to discuss such taboo topics, to create a safe space to learn about others in our community. So join me, Mish Molaski, for the Capital Cultural Comedy Series. We bring together Jewish and other ethnic comedians to laugh with each other instead of about each other. Let laughter open your eyes. Go to capitalculturalcomedy.com for info on future shows and how to get involved.
Assalamu alaikum. Jews and Muslims around the world are doing great work in the nonprofit sector, but they're not doing it together. Atlas Corps' Assalamu alaikum project brings talented professionals to the U.S. For 12-month-long fellowships to build skills, friendships, and to foster greater understanding across the social sector, 2 leaders at a time. You can help me out in 2 ways, by connecting me with host organizations here in the U.S., or with your generous financial support. Thank you, and alaikum shalom.
At this moment, somewhere in the U.S., a dedicated Jewish studies teacher is searching the internet to prepare for tomorrow's lesson in Hebrew, Bible, Jewish history. But the internet is chaos for teachers trying to find information. My name is Cynthia Peterman, and I was one of those teachers. So I created the Jewish Teacher Project to organize internet resources and to connect teachers with one another to share lessons and teaching methods. To date, more than 7,000 people have visited my site. So come talk to me and see how you can help build this unique community of connecting teachers across geographic and denominational boundaries.
I want to leave, but I still can't. This is what we hear at the Jewish Coalition Against Domestic Abuse over and over again. The number one barrier to leaving an abusive partner is access to legal services. Everyone in this room knows someone who's been affected by domestic abuse. The Legal Advocate acts as a liaison between victims and attorneys, educating them on their rights and guiding them through the extensive process of leaving behind the abusive relationship. Together, we can break the barrier to access and increase safety for victims and their children.
Tommy is an Israeli mother of 4 who makes bracelets and necklaces to support her family. But selling locally and even online isn't making her a consistent income. Hundreds of Israeli women share Tommy's problem. Tribel is their solution and their opportunity. It's a vibrant jewelry collection made by low-income Israeli women that's sold in American retail stores and online. And each piece has a story fastened between the gems, because that's what really makes jewelry valuable, the stories. Tribel leverages the power of our tribe to support these women and strengthen Israel. It welds your Jewish story with your jewelry story. Come find me afterwards to see how you can play a role in the next chapter of Tribal.
What an amazing group of innovators.